with me today, Homer. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jean here from Authentic Energy. So I'm live here every Wednesday at this time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so a lot of you guys are tuning in from different parts of the world. So good morning to you, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you're just tuning in right now, let me know in the comment where are you tuning in from. Okay, so we're gonna make a Herbalife shake, nice and thick today. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys have been asking me like, how do I make my shake, creamy? How do I make my shake thick? I know a lot of you guys out there who are fans of thick shakes. Okay, so we're gonna do like one quick demo here today, and we're gonna be using some very simple ingredients that you have at home already. Actually, I was kind of like tossing up between different choices because I'm gonna show you guys different ways you can make your shake thick. Okay, so it's really about what ingredients you use, and also even with our Herbalife Formula One shake, it's about like what you mix it with, right? So for today's quick demo, I'm gonna be using. This is what a lot of nutrition clubs, a lot of Herbalife nutrition clubs do. I'm gonna be using the Formula One. Okay, so because I'm holding the baby, so I'll be a little bit slower today. Formula One banana caramel flavor and a protein drink mix. Oh God, I'm covering the label. Protein drink mix chocolate flavor. So I'll be using these two with some water and some ice. Okay, so we're gonna blend that together. So like before I do it, I just want to let you guys know that this is one of the most popular recipes for making a thick Herbalife shake. And it's also like very simple because you don't really need to use any extra ingredients, just the PDM and your F1 shake and ice, water and ice. Okay, so let's go and make it. And yeah, so I just want you guys to bear with me since I'm holding my baby in one hand and the other hand I'm gonna be like mixing things up. So let me try my best not to kind of like, mess it up. So I've got water in my blender already. So if you guys want to blend like hard ingredients like ice or nuts, just make sure you get yourself a very powerful blender. Okay, so I've already poured some water in here. There's about 250 ml of water. And one tip for making a thick and creamy shake is that you don't want to use too much liquid. Okay, so whether if you're using water or if you're using some kind of like milk, right? Not milk or cow's milk, just try not to use too much. Okay, so let me know in the comment if you guys are tuning now, where you're tuning from, and also what kind of shake do you prefer? Do you like a thick one or do you like something a little bit more watery? Okay, so for me personally, I actually prefer something kind of in between, not too watered down but not too thick. Okay, but of course, for just everyone's curiosity, we're making a thick shake here today. Okay, so firstly, I'm gonna put in okay, let me do by the order. We do our 2 scoops of the Formula One meal replacement shake. Okay, so 2 scoops. You can do 2 flat scoops or 2 heaping scoops. It's up to you, but I recommend 2 heaping scoops. I don't know if you guys can see. I wish some of you guys could come over here and help me like babysit my baby. Help me hold Homer so I can have 2 hands to demo. All right, this is the this is probably like one of the best setups I can do for now. Okay, so I put in 2 scoops of Formula One powder, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the PDM protein drink mix powder, 2 scoops of that. Okay. Right, so I don't know how many of you guys watching that are moms, parents out there, where you also have to like multitask sometimes. So I hope you guys can relate to this. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, all right. I know my blender is out of the shop, but here we go. We got 2 powders in here. So I would actually go ahead. I would normally go ahead and blend them first, because before we add the ice, so we should blend the powder and the water first. So this will ensure that everything will blend quite evenly. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend the powder with the water first. Okay, and to be completely honest with you guys, I don't normally go for this kind of recipe, like the shake and the ice. And I hope my blender blades are not too blunt, so we can have a successful result here today. Okay, so I'm keeping it 100% real. So let's try this. Okay, So you do want to blend it in like, kind of like medium speed. I wouldn't recommend blending on high speed because high speed may actually generate a lot of bubbles. Okay, so I just want to show you guys the texture after blending for just the first part, right? You can actually see it's quite thick already. Can you guys see? Just the powder, just the PDM and the F1 powder with water, it's actually quite like nice and creamy already. So for some of you guys, if you're like, I actually don't need it super duper thick and creamy, you're happy with this, just go ahead and drink it, okay? But if you still want it to be like super thick, like the stuff you get from a smoothie bar, right? Then you can go ahead and add your ice. Okay, I know you want some too. Okay, let's go ahead and add some ice. I got my ice cubes ready here. Oh my god, they're getting melted. Okay, so I'll just add about 4 ice cubes in here. Let's see what this ice does to the shake here. Alright, you guys can see my blender, right? Great. Oh, I can see it's changing with the ice blending. The texture is already changing. Okay, sounds pretty okay to me, so I'm gonna stop it. Alright, so it depends on what kind of blender you have, right? For some type of blenders, some models, you may have to blend it for a bit longer, and also depends on how much ice that you use. So some may require longer blending, but for me, judging by the sound of it, it sounds ready. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, I've just added 4 ice cubes, just 4 ice cubes. Ooh, wow, look at this. It's nice and thick. So obviously, some of you are like, I want it to be super thick, like a froyo, like almost like ice cream type of texture. Then you have to add more ice. Okay, so because I've already added like 4 melted, semi-melted ice, so it looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna pour out into a glass so you guys can actually see. Where's my glass? Okay, 1 second. So you guys can actually see what it actually looks like. Okay, all right, what is this? Okay, that was my oven. You can see Mama's busy. And I do have to apologize every time when I'm live here. I'm like, babysitting or I'm like cooking. I'm doing so many things at the same time. Okay, that was my timer. Okay, let's have a look. Can you guys see? Or it's over here. Okay. Okay, let's see exactly what this thick texture is like. All right, it's actually pretty good for my standard. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up shot. Okay, can you guys see the thickness of it? Right here. I'm gonna drink it so you can see. Okay, so I know that this is probably not the thickest shake that you can get, but add more ice to it. Okay, add more ice and also give it probably a bit of a longer blending. Okay, but for my personal standard, this is pretty good. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I'm gonna show you guys a list of different ingredients you can actually add to your shake to make it thick, right? So this is like recipe number 1, and also it's one of the most popular and common Herbalife recipes a lot of people use. Right, but apart from that, you can also use frozen fruit. So I've listed down a few ingredients, popular ingredients you can use to thicken your shakes. So frozen fruit, like things like frozen berries, frozen pineapples, frozen mangoes. These are also very good. And if you like using vegetables, frozen vegetables are also very good. Right? Let me know in the comment if you guys have done frozen fruit or if you're a fan of blending frozen fruit in your shake. Okay, and yogurt. Okay, next one's yogurt. Okay, so don't go too crazy on yogurt because of the calories and things like that. Especially if you're making your shake for weight loss. I'll say 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons are pretty good. Ideal. So yogurt can really creamy, can already thicken up your shake. And next on the list is oats. Oh, I know you want to have the shake. I think my baby wants a shake. Okay. Okay, the next thing on the list is oats. Okay, could be rolled oats or raw or like overnight soaked oats is also very good. And I've also written down thick texture. What does that mean? fruits, just fruits, not frozen, thick texture fruits. So we're talking about things like papaya, avocado, banana. I've got them here actually, just on display. I've got banana. Banana is, a very popular ingredient. But if you can have frozen banana, that's actually very good. Frozen banana is great. And I don't know if anyone has tried actually to freeze your avocado. Frozen avocado is actually very good too. But if you don't freeze it, what I usually do is I usually use just a quarter of a medium average size avocado, and that can really do wonders to like thicken your shake already. Okay, so thick texture fruit, okay, without freezing. And nut butter is also a really good one, peanut butter or almond butter. But just be very mindful how much nut butter that you use, right? And the last thing on the list, this is like probably a bit of a surprise for a lot of you guys, tofu, right? But adding tofu to the shake is very popular in the amongst the Asian communities. And also tofu is very low, in calories, but also tofu provides a lot of protein, right? So it adds that protein boost, but also low in calories. So tofu is a very good ingredient to add to your shake to help, to help thicken and make your shake creamy. Okay, so I'm gonna put up my list again. So these are the ingredients you can add to your shake to make your shake thick and creamy, apart from the quick demo that I've done here today, right? And I want to hear from you guys, like, if you have any good recipes to thicken your shake, to make your shake nice and creamy, do let me know in the comment below. And of course, you're welcome to, write down your questions in the comment here. And if you guys want to, like ask me more things, you can also reach out to me directly on my Instagram or email. You can find out all the, details in the description, okay? And even how you want to work with me as well. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it's also another one of those real life. This is like reality show almost, right? Where I got my baby here and I'm in my kitchen. It's not exactly, in the cleanest state. And I think he wants some milk. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'll see you guys back here again next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.